Okay, now let me put y'all up on Anchor if you're not familiar. Man, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me break it down for you. Now, first of all, it's free. Now, Anchor has creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon, or anywhere else where you can find podcasts. You can also make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Now make sure to go download the free Anchor app and go to anchor.fm to get started.
What it do, man? It's your boy, Gotit. I just jumped out the port with Dirty Glove Bastard.
I dropped a pill in my drink. I took a meal out the bank. Then I jumped in the race. I'm everything that you ain't.
All right, today we got Gotit. Welcome to DGB, gang.
What it do?
Pretty good. So what you out here working on while you in Atlanta?
Sure, I got a lot of stuff coming up. Some stuff I don't really want to keep kind of disclose because it's a lot and I want to give people the element of surprise. So outside of that though, I got a project out right now, Foreign Affairs, with a Grammy Award winning producer, Street Symphony, 2-time actually. Foreign Affairs is out right now. Also, got the tape dropping, got Future on it, and I got 2-3 other superstars on there. It's yeah, I ain't gonna leak the names of them yet, but it's just been working for sure. 2021 looking good.
Already. So how does your 2021 compare to your 2020 so far already?
I think for everybody, 2020 was like a year of it was like the awakening year, you know what I'm saying, where you saw a lot of stuff and it pretty much brought the hustle out of some people, and some people folded, some people took off. And for me, it was I took I learned a lot of lessons in 2020. So it's 2021 has just been so far just blessing after blessing after blessing after blessing after blessing. So it's it's amazing. It's going crazy.
That's dope.
Yeah.
How do you feel Atlanta compares to other cities you visited?
With Atlanta being my home, it's honestly, I don't know. It's the feeling is different. It's different. I ain't gonna cap. Right now, it's hard to explain because Atlanta really ain't Atlanta right now. We the new boiling pot. So we got up top, we got down, we got people from everywhere just migrated and flocked in the city. So the city really saturated. It's the city still, but it's still saturated. You know what I'm saying? So it's I'm not liking the feeling of it right now, the vibe of it, because we always been player cool. You know what I'm saying? Calm, collect, you know what I'm saying? And it's oversaturated with the violence and stuff right now. So everything going on, it's a lot, but it's still the city. So it's home for me. It's home. I never live nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna die in Atlanta. That's how it is. I'm live here, live there, but I'm always come home.
For sure. And like you said, I like what you said, with Atlanta being the new boiling pot, how do you feel that takes a toll on the city?
It opened the world up for diversity. It opened us up to a lot of stuff. I think it's more money opportunities. I hate the traffic. Everybody hate the traffic. But personally, I think if you about your business, it's looking good for the economy. It's more money coming in, really. You know what I'm saying? It's opening up diversity. So it's I like it. Got its pros and cons.
For sure. How would you describe your childhood growing up here in Atlanta?
My childhood was different, honestly. I ain't got the whole side story that everybody got about, this, that, and the third. I grew up with both my parents, you know what I'm saying? My mom, heavy in the church to this day. She's still like that. So it's a lot of my discipline came from the way in which, I was raised, you know what I'm saying? My dad being from the street, my mom not. My dad was kind of he broke the first generational curse of being there for his children, you know what I'm saying? I'm the oldest of 10 kids, so it's same mom and dad. So my pops being in my life, it pretty much set the standard and example as to how he wasn't a perfect dad, but the fact that he took that initiative to be there, me having to understand a lot of kids grow up fatherless, you know what I'm saying? I definitely took advantage of that as I got older and learning to maneuver through life. You know what I'm saying? Because even when he came out the streets, he always had that street side of street love and stuff like that. So, you know, like just being basically like how I was raised, I think like it definitely helped with me having standards and morals and stuff like that now. So, yeah, like I had a pretty decent coming up. You know what I'm saying? Typical family struggle, like y'all going through it, then you up, and then you go back down. But that helped you all throughout your life. Like now as an adult, I know what it's like to be down. I know what it's like to be up. So, yeah.
That's solid.
Yeah.
And growing up with a house full of 10 kids, I know y'all all probably smack together
It's
close.
weird, cause it seems like, no, we are. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, we are. We are. It's just like sometimes people go older. I think like with me being like the eldest and stuff, like I don't know. Maybe it's just I don't know what it is. I'm more of a loner though, and my brother more of a loner. So we kind of like, you know, we ain't really the black sheep, but we kind of like the black sheep. But it's all love, like, you know. We don't feel like no outsider or nothing like that. It's pretty much like I learned a lot of family values too. Like not having money, it's like, damn, you gotta find another way to be happy. So my family was always that support system to make it. They made us understand, like that's why I want a big family now. Cause it's like I saw what it was like. Damn, we ain't even gotta have no money to be this happy. You know what I mean? And I like that. So yeah,
that's solid. I like that. So I can imagine when you discovered that your brother had passed away, what that also did to your family.
Oh no, okay. So my brother got shot. He ain't passed away. He got shot 5 times. And that pretty much was another turning point in my life. Like it was crazy because it was like I had just got out. I only been out like a year and some change. And I really wanted to just stay on the straight and narrow and just be trying to do the right thing because I understood like the situation I was up against, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking like, dang. But at the same time, it's still a part of me inside that kind of like, you play by the streets, you gotta live by the code, you know what I'm saying? And I know my brother, I know like, I don't know. I just felt like at that time when he got shot and he lived and stuff like that, business still had to be handled. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And it really just took my brother just being like alive to like actually stop me and tell me like, bro, like, you know, this ain't it, bro. Like this ain't it. Like going to try to help me out, like, you know what I'm saying, prove something. No, it ain't it, bro. Like you got to do better. I'm alive. I'm here to tell you this. I'm talking about tools still in them and everything. Mm-hmm. And like that was just really my calling for me to take that and be like, dang. So I shook back and I was like, you know what? It felt different not handling things the way you normally typically handle things, but it was different. So it was like I channeled that energy and that's how I got into doing like showcasing and stuff like that because that was like my first time performing. And he was like, bro, I just need you to go hard. Go hard. You got it. Just go hard.
Yeah.
And that was what it was.
That's solid. Who would you say are some of your musical influences?
Really, honestly, everybody with a story. Not just so much because they're superstars. It's like I made a caption like people only glorify you when you make it out, and it's like it's true. Everybody got the same stroke. You know, we all come from something. Like everybody got some kind of problem, some kind of issue, but it's more so the people who like push through. Like the Baby got a real strong story to me. The fact that he was baby Jesus at first. A lot of people criticizing him, like they didn't rock with him, this, that, and the third. And then it was like he pushed through, rebranded himself, came back. And then it was like, you know, 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz used to be Titty Boy, and he rebranded himself, he pushed through. Of course, Future, like, Future, just like, I watched his whole story, like, all the way. I ain't even talking about from Dirty Sprite, I'm talking about way before then. I'm talking about, like, during Space Cadet, like, when he was with the Dungeon Family and all that, like, that feud. Just everybody really, like, you know, like anybody who really just pretty much had a story to tell, like I always be inspired. I take something from everybody because at the end of the day, it's a lot to get here. So everybody overcoming their obstacle and pushing through to make it happen. Like that shit, that's huge.
Nah, for real.
Yeah.
When would you say you jumped off the porch?
Honestly, I was probably about I started getting in trouble around 16, but not all the way until like 18. Like 17, like that summer 17, like, around like 17, then it was like completely, like out of there, I'd probably say probably like 18. It was just, 18.
For sure.
Like 18.
And what do you feel is the biggest life lesson you learned growing up?
I don't know, I take a lot. I guess like believing, really. Like believing. Like I guess like, cause it's like a lot of shit like really happened just from really, really believing. Like it all fall under the umbrella like manifestation and like spirituality and having faith and stuff like that. So it's like believing because it's happening. You know what I mean?
Straight up. What's the biggest obstacle you feel you had to overcome during your career? And in the streets? You always gotta like, I think the one thing that really helped me with the streets was understanding what I was really getting into. Like understanding, it's like, that's why it was like, when I got locked up, I was able to sit down and not rat on nobody, not tell nobody, because I understood what I was getting into if I was like jumping off the porch. I know the consequence. I know I can get robbed. I know I can go to jail. I know it's a lot of stuff. I know I can get snitched on. I know anything can happen, but, and it's the same thing. It's like, when you understand what comes with playing the game, you just be like, you gonna get hit with them. And I've been hit with a lot of stuff, still be getting hit with a lot of stuff. Music gang ain't really no different from the street. It's actually worse than the street. Yeah. You gotta learn to play mentally outside, like, of being physical, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's like, coming from, like, a lot of people coming from the street, you never really have to, you gotta use your mental. But it's like, it's not all mental. It's not like, it's like basketball. You gotta think, but you also get physical. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You still gotta try to, like, chess is an all mental game. And a lot of people can't understand how to play the game mentally. That's why they don't last. That's why they crash out and stuff like that. So I crashed out from the streets by not being mental. But I took that and I applied that to the music, and I can't crash out because it's like I understand what's going on. I'm playing a mental game. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you this, because me personally, I'm kind of like dealing with the same thing where it is in the music industry, it's a mental game.
Fact.
So what are some pointers or some things you would have to give other entrepreneurs, other people venturing into the music industry, or anybody you just know that is in an element or state where they have to be playing a mental game or thinking strategic? What are some tools you would let off to some of those people?
First thing, like, knowing what your calling is. I grew up in the church, but I always knew I was gonna be a rapper. Always. Like, my mama I wasn't even raised listening to rap. Like, I didn't know rap. I couldn't tell you who Tupac was when I was coming up, because I didn't see them. Like, I didn't watch that on TV and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But for some reason, my mind I always knew I had tattoos in my face. I always saw my hands with like, I swear, at a young age, I always saw that. I just never understood it. So it's kind of like, now that I'm living in what's going on, everybody used to say, you supposed to be a preacher. But I know what I saw a rapper when I was younger. But by me giving away, like, the motivational speeches I be trying to put the young niggas on, you know what I'm saying, to better the community, and then doing music at the same time, it's like the two tied in together, you know what I'm saying? It's like being a street preacher in a sense. So it's kind of like me in a sense, I understand my calling, and when you understand your calling, you will understand it's some kind of positivity that's gonna come out of what you're supposed to be doing. Niggas wasn't born to be a killer. You was not born. I don't give a damn what you say. You weren't born to be a killer. You weren't born to be a thief. You weren't born to be anything that you think. Niggas wasn't born to sell dope. They sell that because persona look good for the streets and shit. Nobody was ever born to do nothing negative. So anytime you do, but as a rapper, like with me kicking out positivity, I understand what my calling is, because I get blessed according to using my job for the right cause. You know what I'm saying? I get paid for it, but this and the third, I don't indulge. I don't get caught up in what these other niggas like. Like,
I know the destruction and shit that come with that. So I do what I gotta do to get my coins, make sure my family's straight, and I go about my business, live my life. When you understand your calling, understand the positivity that's supposed to come out of that shit, then it's like, you could tell because you don't feel like you're going through it for no reason. When you go to college, if you want to be a doctor, then you understand, okay, I got to take exams. I understand you don't mind going through it. You know, I got to do it in order to, and that's why a lot of these niggas check out so easy, so soon, because it's like, it wasn't your calling. You was going for the glitz and glam of it. So first thing I would say is like, know what your calling is. Evaluate yourself, learn who you are, and understand what it is that you comfortable with doing outside of what anybody think. Your call might be to be a Walmart manager. You know what I'm saying? It's the help, it's the better, this, that, and the third. You don't want to do it, but that might have been your call. You don't know the blessing that's going to come out of it that's going to make your life better. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And so to any entrepreneur, to any artist or anybody that's aspiring to do anything, it's more so like understand and try to figure out like, what's the positivity that you will be doing from doing it? You know what I'm saying? We sell so much bullshit. Like, nigga tell you I want to do it just to get my family straight. Nigga, you ain't getting your family straight now. You ain't even trying to figure out how to get your family straight. But you telling us like, I want to do it like, you can't fool the universe. The universe know what people really actually want to do when they, you know what I'm saying, get in certain situations.
Nah, for real.
Yeah, so know what you want to do. That'll be my first one.
Absolutely. And I think another thing is the reason why your motivational messages are so well respected is because you're not dishonest about where you came from.
Right.
So you faced 2 life sentences.
Right.
But you also endured the negativity, but now you embrace the positivity that's coming now your way because you turned your life around. So how hard was it for you then talking to young Euro Gotit versus the Euro Gotit we see today, who was sitting in the cell facing 2 life sentences versus who we see today?
Just understanding like the opportunity I was just like granted. Like I ain't gonna count. Like really even sitting in the cell, I was still like, I was cool, but I was already at peace with understanding like what I did. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was at peace with understanding not what I did to get there, but what I did to get there. Cause again, I got locked up. But what was crazy, I got locked up for not writing a statement on what happened. Not because I got like caught up in none of those shit. It was because I didn't rap. All they wanted was names so I can go home. I sat 2 years with no bond because I wouldn't give up a name. Like just one day, all right, fuck it. You don't know what happened? Give us a name. I wouldn't give up a name. I sat 2 years, so it's like doing it. But that's how the universe and karma work. I had to sit down for some shit, a lot of shit I know I did in the past, and I knew it all had to catch up. I was just fortunate enough to be like, when I understood that, it was like, sometimes like God put you in a situation where it's kind of like, you spank your child when your child do something wrong, but when you understand like, dang, they really feared what they did and they understand, you be like, all right, like, I feel like God know, like, I never put myself in no situation like that again. I feel like God knew I woke up and understood what my purpose was in life. You know what I'm saying? To influence other people and motivate the streets and stuff like that. And I feel like that's really why I got granted another opportunity. So it's like,
that's a blessing.
Fed.
So you came out the cell swinging with Posse featuring Lil Baby. How did that record come together?
Really, it was just like the energy was everything. Posse was actually the first record I recorded like freestyle. Like I freestyled. I was so amped up about the beat. It was the first time the producer was in town, and me and him had already been working and cooking up. He came all the way from Texas. So it was just like the energy was crazy. Like I just got rid of like a negative toxic situation. It was just shedded new energy. Like I felt it. So it was just like in 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I want to say like I had the song recorded, like laid. And then it was like, in my head, I'm already thinking from the energy, like, damn, it's the one. I know it's the one. But I ain't want to never put it out there, like, publicly. I'm like, I'm going to let Boom hit and see what Boom think. And Boom, you know, he say, that's it. Like, I know it's it. And it was crazy because the song come on, he on his phone. And I'm like, damn, I just knew that was the one. Song go off, another one. He said, hey, go back to that last song. And that's when I knew it. And it was like, oh, it's out of here. So yeah, he's like, what you want to do with it? Who you want to put on it? I said, shit, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't even think about Lil Baby because I felt like coming from nothing, Lil Baby so far-fetched, like he had just dropped that song with Drake. So, you know, that was like his breaking point that got him out of here.
Yeah.
And, yeah, but, you know, it'd be crazy how God worked. Like, it just somehow the situation worked out how it was supposed to, and then it was just like smooth transition. Like, yeah, that was definitely like a memorable moment. Like, and then understand like how Baby energy, like Baby was fucking with it like hard. I come in the studio like he already knowing the song, and he been in there already about 15 minutes, and he rapping the hook, and I'm like, damn, oh shit, I do got a hook.
Yeah.
I got a hit. Like, so it was like, yeah, that was a crazy time. Video, everything. Like, and every time I see Baby, it's always love, like genuine person. So a lot of respect.
For sure. Then you followed up with Kodak featuring Gunna.
Yeah.
How did that come together?
Actually, Gunna came about first. I was really just like kicking it. And then Boom called me like, hey, come on to the studio. I don't know what the hell going on. I just go up there, and to be honest with you, I forgot what Gunna mixtape was at that time. That's how I had found out about Gunna, because everybody was on his mixtape he had at that time. And I had never seen his face though. I might have seen a glimpse of him, but I ain't never seen it. I was just in my own lane trying to like get myself organized. I wasn't even paying attention to who nobody really was like that. So I go in there and I'm looking, I'm like, and I heard somebody say, now I'm like, oh, that is Gunna. Like, you know, like another cool nigga, like home cool as hell. So he got on there, he did what he did. Like, you know, I always love, a lot of respect, bro.
How would you describe the music scene overall in Atlanta?
It is what it is. I'm proud of like anybody finding a way to get some money, me understanding how the music game really work and stuff like that. I'm just proud of the young niggas who really come from nothing like that. And when I say young nigga, I mean anybody in general. Anybody who just really like figuring out how to get paid off of doing this, it's hard. Like, It's not as easy as niggas think. Like, it's a lot of glitz and glam, but it really ain't gold. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, some people learn to take advantage of the seize the opportunity and learn from their L's and get paid. And then you get some people who just like kind of crash out. But, I mean, for the one doing good, I'm proud of them. Like, if you pay attention, it's like really everybody who winning is the ones who showing love, the ones who linking up with everybody, the ones who ain't got no hate in this and the third. You got them other people. It's a big pot of a lot of people who just got, you could just tell who got the hate. Like, regardless of what people say, just pay attention to their situation. Cause if it was love, if they were showing love, they were really rocking with niggas like they say they really rock with niggas, niggas would be in a lot higher position but they don't, you know, coming from where we come from, niggas coming from where, you know, having a fuck, like niggas not having the opportunity I had to have a father to tell them don't think like that. Like, being real, niggas think like bitches. They like naturally, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to downplay these niggas or shit on niggas, but it's like a lot of these niggas come from single home families with their mom who was always mad because his dad wasn't shit or her job ain't doing something. And naturally that mentality just rub off. And now this nigga grow up and he don't like, it be funny. I be trying to understand, nigga, we don't even know each other from a can of paint. How y'all niggas just don't like each other. And that's why y'all niggas where y'all at. Every nigga in Atlanta know I done reached out to all these niggas who having some motion, whether a nigga got a little bit motion, whether a nigga fell off, whether a nigga, I done reached out, I done did my work. I done reached out to these niggas like, yo, let's lock in that link. And it was like, whoever like shit just saw it as nine locking in. It is what it is. Like, you could tell niggas position based off of like how they say like Money Move. Money Move dropped hitting in 2017. But look where he at now. Like, he up. That's one thing I say. Move. I never felt no hate from Move. I don't give a damn. We be in the club. He ain't come on. Everybody don't know it like that at that time. And it's like, mine come on. It would never like, Move never show no hate. That's always been like, I say, bro, get everything he deserved right now. He deserve it. It wasn't never no hate. I never sensed no hate from bro. But I'm watching a lot of niggas, they don't understand you come and go. You never know who gonna be up, who gonna be down. So you gotta play the game equally and just show everybody love. Everybody one song away from a hit. Whether it's ass, whether it's hard, not. It's this Atlanta. You can blow up off of saying rah-rah shit. It don't matter. Like, so it's a fine line of the niggas who's winning, and they winning because it's like we all understand how to show love, how to unify. And then you got them niggas who you got watch out for, cause they gonna rob you, take all your shit, cause them niggas hurting. They hating, they damn mad, they got they bitch ass, you know, that bitch ass nigga mentality, mad about everything, wanna do you dirty just because. It's like, nah, bro, we ain't on that. But yeah, you see both sides of that in Atlanta, so.
That's real.
Yeah.
And another thing you mentioned before about financial literacy, how a lot of people don't be having as much motion going on or making or faking it till they making it. But you actually are an advocate for rappers understanding financial literacy.
Fact.
So why do you feel that's so important for an artist, not even an artist, a business person? Why is it important for them to understand exactly what financial literacy is?
Well, first, like, a lot of people don't understand. It's a simple term, really. It's like literacy. It's like basically just understanding money in a sense. Learn to understand, like, being able to understand money. Like, the whole point of business is money at the end of the day. That's the whole point of a business. Like, at the end of the day, I ain't gonna just say it's so much money, but it's to get out. It's basically, it's funds. However we can find a solution to benefit each other. That's what a business is for. And a lot of like rappers, what they don't understand is, or artists in general, they come from nothing. So coming from nothing, you never would, man, come on, bro. I guarantee you, I would say probably 95 to 98% of these artists don't read contracts. Or they cap, they go with, the label tell you, we got an attorney for you, they go to them. Like the labels and people are already understanding you have no sense of business. They knowing you come from nothing. They knowing pussy and a chain and money. They knowing this materialistic shit is gonna grab your attention because you never had it.
They plotting on you being
They
dumb.
plotting on you, but at the same time, here's the flip to it though. They're not wrong. I hate to say it. It's not wrong. It's a business agreement. A contract is a business agreement. If I tell you, let me give you 100,000 right quick, and then I'm gonna take 6 million from you, and you sign that line, you signed it. Yeah, I know you didn't know that shit, but it don't matter. I mean, I did business with you. You still had an opportunity, but you know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of us down, like we talk shit about like how fucked up the game is, but the game fucked up because you don't know. And with a lot of people, when you do find out, when you do know, they'll downplay it and talk, you know, like you get people who they'll say, like me, I would seem difficult. But I would seem difficult because I'm an intelligent black nigga. Like, you can't fuck me over. Like, I'm not going for shit. You can't sit here and tell me that wall black and I'm seeing it's white. I'm not going to just say, I'm not going to be a yes man. So it's like, it's just important. Whatever game you in, you ain't selling dope and not understanding the dope game. How you going to do that? Nigga going to jug you every time. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you going to get into, you going to play ball. You going to learn how to play. Learn the music game. Don't just think it's all fun and games and then like, let me do the fun part and worry about the other. Like, I be feeling, all these niggas be looking like they flustered. I be feeling bad for them niggas because I'm knowing what's really going on. And
right.
It ain't what it seems, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So talk to us about your upcoming project.
So I got a project coming up. I got Foreign Affairs just dropped second ago. Foreign Affairs going crazy. And I got Foreign Forever coming out. It's like, that's like an evolution tape where you're going to see so much like growth from like even going back to where I started leading up to now. And it's going to tell like a whole story. It's going to be crazy. Like track for track. I'm not even saying this is not me selling my tape. This is just me being just 100. I'm my own critic. There's not going to be one song on there that gets skipped because it ain't that. I'm super conscious about the material that I put out. I don't always have control of it, but whatever I have to make for myself, like it got to be something that's gonna go. So Foreign Forever just pretty much like shows my growth from starting, leading up to now. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I just it's definitely anticipated with the super features I got on there, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's not even just a feature, it's just the songs, the producers, like it's just, the project is gonna say a lot for itself, Foreign Forever, like it's crazy.
I mean, we seen you working with Future, you can go ahead and tell us about that.
Yeah, definitely. Like, so Future is like, it's crazy. Future is definitely, he is the biggest, but I definitely got people in Future lead that we also gonna have on the tape too. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say Future in the lead is on, but they up there with that status. You know what I'm saying? And so, it's gonna be crazy. Future, we shot the video, for the song we got called Take Off, made by the super producer, Bangladesh. He got 5 Grammys, so it was crazy because like I think the craziest part about it really is like I even share this, like I got this shit on my phone somewhere. But anyway, in my note, what I'll be doing, I'll be writing down shit. Like I write down shit and I go back. It's like my manifestation board, like my goals and everything. And it's a scripture called Habakkuk 2:2 through verse 4. Basically talking about like how you gotta write it down and you manifest it. So when it do manifest, people who ain't got faith, when you share it with them, they by that to have faith. So it's like, it was crazy because 2020, May of 2020, I wrote down like, I'm gonna get a super feature. Like I'm gonna get a crazy feature. I said I'm gonna collab with the top producers and the top artists in the world. I wrote that down. And it's like, damn near, actually it would be
You wrote it on paper or you typed it out on your phone?
I typed it on my phone. And it's like, god damn, hold on. If I look at the date, let me see. Cause I wrote that shit in May of last year. Damn. Oh, that's, I shot that video Saturday or something. Anyway, literally 12 months later, like no bullshit, literally, a year to date later, a year from when I wrote that, a year to date later, I'm standing right there with Future and Bangladesh shooting a video. Like the same, like I'm not even making this shit up. I wrote that shit May 21st. We shot the video. The video was, I think, March 20th. That's like 12 months later. Yeah. That's like, crazy. It's 10 months. It's not 10. 12 to 12. Oh, I'm sitting here counting. You know what I'm thinking? I'm counting wrong. Stupid ass nigga. I'm not that smart, ugly ass. But anyway, it is. It's 10 months. My fault. 10 months. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. But anyway, yeah, it was close enough. It was less than a year. Let's say that then.
So, but it came together. That's the point. It
came together. That's what really happened. Facts. So it was like, that shit was crazy. Like, I wrote my mixtape name when I was in jail. Didn't even know that's what I was doing. Like my tape Forum Forever. I wrote that shit down. And I wasn't even trying to name a postcard. I wasn't trying to name no tape. I was just writing shit, like taking the 2 letters like Chanel's double C's, Gucci double G's. Like, and I put my own name to them instead of calling Yep. I got locked up listening to Future. Named my mixtape in jail. Came home. Some years later, wrote down that I was gonna collab with the top producer, and it happened. And it happened. That's and it was like, and the Future showed so much love. Like that nigga Future is different. Different. That's a different nigga there.
What type of love he showed you?
Like it was just like he was humble. Like it was like you just wasn't really like, I ain't gonna count when I walked in. I didn't even really realize I was standing next to Future. Like it was like we standing next to each other by the mixing board, listening to the song. And it wasn't until like he looked at me and said, damn, nigga, this shit hard as fuck. Like, you got a hit, nigga. This shit hit. And I was like, appreciate it. And I looked, I said, God damn, the fuck? Oh, that nigga Future. I'm like, damn, this shit done came. He was like, boy, you came crazy on this motherfucker too. Like, you fucked that motherfucker up. So it's like, he came in 8-8. Yeah. 8, man. Like, yeah, right now it's a good moment right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with it.
All right. Any last words and shout outs?
Definitely, shout out everybody put this together. Shout out all my dogs. Shout out the city. Shout out, everybody who woke up this morning. Really, everybody who really like striving to get it, make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody helping to make Euro go big. Shout out AE. Shout out, yeah, that's it.
I dropped a pill in my drink. I took a meal out the bank. Then I jumped in the race. I'm everything that you ain't. My posse up in Versace.